Jarol.
We're almost there, guys.
Está grabando. Yo solo
No
sé.
me acuerdo dónde esa familia era de por ahí. Guys, can you hear me back there? Perfect. We are right next to the cave. It's literally just around the corner. You might feel the cave and see it because the temperature in there changes. It drops a little bit, so it's gonna feel cooler. And a good indication of the size, of the length of the cave is the wind that you might feel in front of one. Every time you feel wind in front of an entrance of a cave, that means it's short, has a different entrance or exit at the other side. And since this cave is only 200 feet, you might feel a very nice and cool breeze around these parts. Come this way, come to Cueva Clara. Please give the family in front of you a couple of steps when they head up every step. Going down steps, going up steps. Give them a couple of space so they could be distancing, all right? Eso es lo último que voy a decir yo estoy aquí todo el día, no puedo estar en las mismas. Es como Maluma, borre, cassette. Era un 1000 pies. Un millipede. You might see 2 millipedes.
It's climbing up the...
These are the biggest millipedes that we have in Puerto Rico. They're known as the giant arboreal millipede. Very stinky, yes. They protect themselves. Leave you with a very nice, pleasant scent. It smells like the Gucci perfume. Not even close.
Louis Vuitton. So, esta es la primera. Para él también. Él también.
Yo tengo que cobrar por el servicio.
Sí.
Complementario, lo primero.
La patadita de llegada.
Le decimos a la gente que eso es costumbre aquí. Uno llega a una cueva y lo patea. Échese un poco más para acá, por favor, familia. Perfecto. En lo que esperamos siempre completa libertad tirar foto y video, ¿ok? While we wait, always make sure you take a picture, video, so on. Just remember, when we're in there, turn off the flash. If I'm in the way of your picture, it's very easy to get me out. You just have to say it in Spanish. What are you going to say? Muévete. Cualquiera de las dos. Very good, you're lucky. Hey, my friend. We're up here. Hello. Not too high, not too use your legs.
Mira las cuevas, si me digas que...
He's going to do it and you do it. Come on.
Ay, vamos a agarrarle la mano al niño porque... Papi, mírame a mí. Mírate medio cuerpo porque se mira la...
Oh, that's why we got adjusted a bit. Ahora está suelto y right. Yo se lo dije que eso es lo que me pasa. Disculpa, no me sé que yo me veía bien. Vamos. All right, guys, welcome. As I said, this is Clara, so you might see all the illumination. These animals that you see around, I don't know if you think those, but these are not bats. These are birds. Bats, like vampires in old movies, would die if they were flying out of the cave at this time. Not like the new vampires that sparkle in the sunlight. That would not happen. These birds share the space of the cave with the bats. The swallow birds are going to be in the entrances and exits in what you can see like tiny balconies that are colored brown. These are their nests. We call them golondrinas. That's a cuckoo bird. We don't have any monkeys around. We call it pájaro bobo mayor, just to get that out there. I don't know. Familia, inside the cave, please remember to deactivate the flash. These caves are made out of limestone, and there's some natural rock formations like stalactites and stalagmites that I'm going to teach you and show you on the inside. I'm also going to show you some petroglyphs. Someone heard of that before? Petroglyphs?
Yeah.
You want to share or? I'm going to show you inside some carvings that were made thousands of years ago by our ancestors here on the island, right? Come this way, guys. Be very careful. We're going to start heading up. It's going to be one of the best views you see. It's the best view you're going to see today. How about that? Esa promesa no es vacía.
¿La sanitizer de la mano? Sí. Agarra el dedo de la mano. Qué bonito. Que prendan el flash, dice, si no, no se ve.
La
No,
foto
flash.
con flash. ¿Eso fue lo que dije?
Sí, sí, sí.
La foto con flash. Pero como esto fue clara y el primer recorrido, pues usualmente es cuando está más encendido. Como pueden ver. Mira mi código encendido. No, you're going to feel much comfortable when you're here. You can see everything around you. You're not in an tight place at all. Look at the ceiling; it's way up there. It's not as high. Animals that's living here in the island or in caves can give you any harm. Okay, they're not going to cause you any harm. So that's very nice to know. You just come here, look around, you respect. That's it. You can wait around here, okay, Carlos?
Bienvenido.
Dice que te esperes.
Tómame una conmigo. Vete, mi amor.
Hey, por acá, familia, wait. Don't go ahead from me, please. Stay with your family always.
Aquí, mi amor. Es que el señor Carrón, bien chiquito, chiquito.
Valiente.
¿Cómo se animó a hacer
Ujú.
eso? Yo creo que por eso vienen dos, por si se arrepiente y el otro regresan, ¿no? Con él.
No, tiene que ir uno adelante y uno atrás.
Okay, guys.
Por si
Let's
alguien
get
se
out of
quiere.
the obvious first. Did you see some roots on the ground? If you didn't know, these are roots from a tree. Since we are completely underground, we have plants, trees, and the forest above us. But this tree is very special because it's been growing on top of that shade for more than 200 years. All the roots that you see belong to one single tree, and you can see these roots going off the ceiling about 50 feet down the wall and in the floor right here. Remember that you are here because when we exit Cueva Ventana, we're going to stand in front of that opening, so you're going to have a different perspective of how you see Cueva Clara. The natural rock formations I mentioned, caves are a natural resource, so this means that these things build on naturally with the use of water, minerals, and a lot of time. These rock formations, stalactites and stalagmites, stalagmitas, have been growing here hundreds of thousands of years. An estimate has put these rock formations growing in about an inch in 100
que
years.
miramos en el video.
If this grows an inch in 100 years, look at the size of this rock formation. This is made naturally and it's known as the flow stone. Flash. No flash. We call it la colada because, as the name suggests, it's a flow, a current of water that went down, dried, and left the minerals, the tiny rocks known as calcite. That if you see any rock looks like shiny, glittery, or watery, do not touch that. That means that
No,
it is
está automático la
active, it is still
chingadera.
growing. If we would touch this, this would never happen.
Por eso el de ustedes es mejor que este.
Thousands or millions
El
of
de
years
ustedes,
has
pueden
to go
apagar el
past
flash.
so you can see these things. Any questions? Did I lose anyone? Perfect. In the holes that you might see above you, we have what are known as Jamaican fruit bats. Although the ceiling is from 50 feet, and that's why you might not even think that they're bats in this cave, they are bats, and they give us clues that they are here. You can look in the ground, all these seeds. All these seeds indicate that they are fruit-eating bats in the ceiling. They hang upside down. During the night, they go eat the fruit, and they drop the seed, just as you can see. There's almonds and a seed called mocha. Mocha is also a town in the name of Puerto Rico, so it's out
Ay, mi
there.
amor, que nos hizo estar en
These
esa cueva.
animals, although
¿Cómo?
they don't tell us, they're one of the most important animals in the world. Please imagine all these seeds landing in the forest, giving us new plants and new trees. That's one of the biggest benefits that bats have toward the human race, that they help us reforest, disperse seeds, and if you know that bees are important, bats pollinate the same. Larger distances, night pollination. All the animals here inside the cave are protected by law, especially the bats, because they give us the biggest benefits of all. Anyone seen the Bacardi logo? My friends out
Hell
there.
yeah.
Recently calling it sugarcane. It's sugarcane to get refined sugar, no bats, no mojito. They pollinate plantains. We put it on. We're like 80% plantain here on the island. Exactly, we have the mancha, we have like a plátano stain when we were born. And without bats, we wouldn't have nothing. No plantain, no mojo. We are okay with that? It's not all bad news, guys. They help us. Come this way, guys. Follow me in an orderly fashion so I can show you some petroglyphs.
Preguntarle que dónde está Batman.
Se van a parar aquí con mi familia de jazz. Lo que les voy a enseñar está acá, así que si se quieren parar acá. If you want to stand over here, I'm going to show you some 5 petroglyphs that are here on the right-hand side. Now, petroglyphs is a form of rupestry art, and what that means is that it's art made on rocks, of wheat stone. These faces that you've seen, although they don't say any words, let us know that our ancestors stood here. The last period of indigenous people that lasted close to 5 generations, 5,000 years, were known to have this type of art made with rocks, stones, and they were carving these faces on this rock. And a lot of interpretations have been done for petroglyphs, but a common one is that they represent guardians or idols, because we know that the indigenous people, the first inhabitants of Puerto Rico, were coming to caves to participate of rituals, because it was in these grounds that there were like temples and sacred church, and they came here to pray and even do rituals protection from different hurricanes, but not to live. Not living in caves. Did you see them? Did you see the 5? The most complicated one to see is this one, because you have to see it in an angle. You can get close, take pictures, but do not touch. These places are museums. They have found numerous evidence of humans walking as soon as 800 years ago and as far back as almost 3,000 years ago. They're all faces.
Mira.
Pregunta, ¿no? ¿Me lo imaginé? ¿Me están hablando?
Oh, sí. Okay.
Ding. That's for Halloween only. Sí. Seguro.
Anda, aprovecha.
Amiguito se llama Sebastián. Responde mucho mejor.
Stay here, papá.
Ella va a tomar foto de seguro.
Voy, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfecto. If everyone's all right, let's go to Cueva Ventana. How about that? You know what? You pay to see the logo. You might see the picture on the ink.